Huskies fans, and welcome to another installment of the Husky Grappler as your 2017 St. Cloud State University wrestling team gets ready for 2018. Starting out the season so far on a great note, 5-0. An opening dual win against Southwest Minnesota State right here in Hallenbeck Hall to open the dual season and the NSIC campaign, and traveling all the way over to Newberry, South Carolina to take on 4 East Coast Division II wrestling teams and coming out with a great Sunday performance, 4-0. I am joined by one of those competitors for your Huskies that went 5-0 on this past weekend, Vince Dietz. Vince, so far, talking about the opens and the dual season, how has the season been?
It's going pretty good. I think that we're looking pretty strong and healthy, and hopefully we can keep it going.
So we've talked about the Southwest Minnesota State duel already. Now, take me from the morning you woke up for Friday, knowing that the long road trip was ahead of you to Newberry.
Well, Friday was a rough start. I woke up, I had to pack up all my stuff since I got to bed late the night before, and then walked over to Hallenbeck, got in the cars, drove all the way to Minneapolis, and then took the flight straight from there to Charlotte, got in some more cars, and drove down to Newberry, and then got ourselves ready for Sunday.
How was the atmosphere? Did you guys know that this is something you really haven't been a part of, and you knew you were away from home?
It was definitely a lot different because we've never been there before, and everyone down there was their fans were a little bit different, and they got loud, so we knew that we needed to come there and we needed to work hard right away to get ahead.
Did you think of this just like another open tournament? Because you wrestled 4 matches, so that's like saying you're in a 16-man bracket and you just have to win 4 to win the whole thing. So was it kind of overwhelming knowing I have to wrestle 4 matches all day today, or knowing that it's not my first time?
Yeah, it was kind of, I looked at it like an open where after my match I need to go run a couple sprints to cool down and then eat something to get ready for my next match so I wouldn't be too tired, and I tried to pin everyone as quick as I can, and I think that's what everyone else did because we had a lot of pins, so everyone was getting ready. 17
pins for St. Cloud State University in a 4-0 day at Newberry College in Newberry, South Carolina. The Huskies started out the day with a convincing win over the Braves of UNC Pembroke, only giving up 1 loss out of the 10 weights. Going on to the next duel, going against a college called Coker College. The former coach of that college, when they started their program, was the former graduate assistant coach for St. Cloud State, Cy Wainwright. Cy, now the coach at Newberry. So Coker, a young program, did not show any difficulties for St. Cloud State as they went on to win 9 out of the 10 matches there. And then the next duel, the third duel against Newberry, was the premier duel. Newberry inviting St. Cloud State to these duels for saying, hey, we get to grapple with the #1 team in the country. Newberry, they had some good matches. On paper, it looks like it was kind of close, but at the same time, I think you guys capitalized on the right matches.
Yeah, definitely. They came at us really tough, and on paper, it looks like we beat them pretty well. It ended up being like 25-12, but like Travis Holt, he had a tough kid that he ended up pinning. I had a tough kid that I ended up pinning, so that extra 12 points, like those matches, they probably would have been a lot closer without that. So they fought us really tough, and I'd like to see them at national duels too.
We'll end the day against Limestone. Limestone, we defeated them, of course, again, 9 out of 10 matches. Limestone, one thing we are going to mention is one of the top-ranked wrestlers at 197, Matt Rudy, someone that we were looking forward to seeing against Limestone, didn't wrestle, and that weight happens to be 197. Vince, I think you were probably planning for that match, wanted to see him, and what was the mindset knowing when he went back out and you were like, where's Matt?
Yeah, all day that was the match that I had set in the back of my head. I knew I had to win my first 3, get those over with, but then finally I was ready for Limestone. I'm warming up, and Austin Rake was wrestling, and I looked across and saw the kid I was getting ready to wrestle, and he didn't look ready at all, and went and started like just watching the match. So I was like, I don't think they're going to send him out against me. And then after the match, he like started putting his headgear on, but he still didn't look ready to go. And I see this other kid over there, he's got a singlet strapped up, headgear on. I'm like, well, I guess they're not sending him out, so I'm going to have to go out there and just dominate and show them what they're missing out on.
St. Cloud State 5-0 on the season. You can't say it enough. They come home after a long journey back, finally back home. Now let's concentrate on the future. Husky Open this upcoming Saturday. It's probably really good to be home and knowing that you have a familiar atmosphere coming up.
Oh yeah, it's good to know that we're not gonna have to travel and just wake up, come right here and wrestle some matches.
So classes are getting done now too. Classes are getting done, finals are coming up, and the Husky Open is always around the end of that semester. Is there always kind of a mindset knowing like, okay, classes, I have to get those done, but most importantly, I want to end the semester well at the Husky Open?
Yeah, definitely. You got your finals coming around the corner, so you got to get your studying done, and you got to keep your weight under control. You got to wrestle well. So there's a lot of things going on there, so you just got to get them all taken care of.
Husky Open this Saturday, December 9th, will be down in the field house at St. Cloud State University. Veterans will be able to get in free as we honor the veterans every year, and this time it's going to be during the Husky Open. So the Husky Open honoring the veterans for those who have served our country. Ending 2017 will be a duel against St. John's University. That will be a Friday, December 29th at St. John's. That's always a fun duel, the Stearns County Showdown going against the Johnnies of St. John's. One thing Vince and I would like to do before we end this installment of the Husky Grappler is give it one big thank you to everyone that had donated to the mat fund. We met our goal, more than met our goal, and we exceeded that and now actually get to replace the wall mats. Me, I thought the wall mats looked fine. But from you that is in that room day in and day out, what does that mean to you knowing that you're going to get brand new mats and brand new wall mats?
I think it's a great feeling that we're going to be able to replace everything in there. It's going to be a lot safer and a lot better wrestling environment. I'm really glad that we had all those fans and alumni that came together to help raise the money for that.
I'm speechless right now. It's really good that we got that much money, knowing that we really have that great fan base and that great alumni base to help us out and to get those mats. And now a new addition to that, getting the new wall mats. So thank you very much to all of you that have supported Husky Wrestling. You can see those new mats when they're in action and say, hey, I was a part of that. So thank you very much. Husky Open, December 9th. St. John's Duel, December 29th. We'll be talking about the national duels and the Husky Open results in our next installment of the Husky Grappler. But for now, he's Vince Dietz. I'm John Peterson saying for all of your Husky news, go to the Facebook and Twitter handles. But until then, we'll see you at the Husky Open.